Well, Micky, an outstanding team performance just when you needed it.
Yeah, we like I said the other day, every game's a must-win. We at Tranmere, that's the expectations that are on us, and we've just got to keep going. We understand that there'll be ups and downs as the season comes towards its climax, but we know that we just have to keep our focus, keep our heads down, and keep trying to knock the results out, and that's what we'll continue to do, Derek.
Pressed them really well, so they couldn't play through you, etc., and really frustrated them. And I think apart from that shot early on that came bach off the crossbar, really, you'd limited them, hadn't you, in those early stages?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I thought we were a wee bit stretched at times in the first half. I mean, width-wise and from back to front, we wanted to get them into half-time and just reorganise ourselves a little bit and shut the distances down, which they did terrifically well in the second half and made it much more difficult for Exeter, because they have an overload at the back against the way that we play. But I felt that we tightened that up in the second half, and when it did come into the areas, we made the areas busy. When the ball came into it, we turned them over a lot, and we protected Joe really, really well. But it was a good all-round performance, and an important time of the year. To score a couple of goals and get a clean sheet is obviously really important.
Important goal just before the break as well, and well worked. I think Callum was involved, and a great pullback by Kane Hemmings, and Josh Oakes doing what we've been talked about. They don't always do, a wide play coming in and getting the danger area, and got a reward for it.
Yeah, they're told to do that, so he's done great there. Really pleased to see it going in. I thought McManaman was outstanding all day. We need to get the ball to him as much as we possibly can, because you see what a threat he is, and then Hawks can go and join in, because when he takes a couple of touches you can get Hawks higher up the pitch, and he's a threat as well. But listen, all around the whole team, I thought that they accepted, as I keep saying to them, accept what the game's asking you. It's tough at this time of the year, but you just got to be good at it and have the enthusiasm, like I spoke about the other day, to go and do the jobs when they come, and go and embrace it, and they did. I thought they did that fantastic today. I thought everything that came their way, they attacked with enthusiasm, showed some great character against a very good team. You're not up in a league where they are, if you're not a good side, so we know what a force we can be here, and I think today we showed that.
And the second goal is always great, and two of the younger players actually. I mean, Chris Merry has done ever so well just recently coming into the side, terrific cross by him, and then a really good header by Elliot Neves as well, who's got better.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we do well to remember sometimes Merry's not a left back, so we are stretched at the minute in terms of our squad, but we are judged maybe in a higher place at Tranmere, that we're expected to be here all the time, but that's fine, we can deal with that. And then you're talking about he's getting a cross into a striker whose first season in the Football League, and how well is he doing? So no, I'm really pleased with him. We will keep going, we won't get carried away. They deserve a bit of a rest now, because we have had a busy weekend, and when we come back in during the week, that'll be foot back on the ground again, and away we go.
You mentioned Callum McManaman, and perhaps at the start of the season we were all expecting perhaps a bit more than we've seen. Is it just getting the ball to him early, or is it just making sure you make better use of him? I mean, what's been the secret now? Because that's arguably perhaps his best game. Yeah,
a bit of everything there, Derek. I think he's got to be more demanding like he was today. I said to him, keep being mardy, keep being annoyed when the ball doesn't come, demand the ball. I can't do all the shouting for you and tell him to keep getting it, you've got to be demanding. He was that. And then because he was like that, and the players were told to try and get it to him as much as we could and stretch them, they did that. And then when you get the ball to him and he's in that kind of mood, he's a terrific player, and we all know what he's capable of. He's set standards way above this level in his career, so the expectations on him are very, very high, which I think he can deal with. He's a good player, a very good player, so he's got to continue to do that. But we're really pleased for him today, and pleased with him, and I'm pleased that he performed the way that he did.
And it's about must-win games, isn't it? And it isn't just about the ability of players, it's that mentality as well, and I think you showed that today. And the question's always going to be, 15 home league wins, you've got the best in the division, can they take it away from home now? Because that's going to be the key in the running now, isn't it?
Well, listen, we've got a point at Bradford. I mean, if Tranmere, I hope Tranmere for the rest of its existence expects to win every time it goes to Bradford. I hope that we're that big or powerful a club that we think that we should win at Bradford. That's a tough place to go, in a club that's, let's with all due respect, a big football club at this level. So to go over there, we've got to respect that we've got the point. I know they went down to 10 men and all the rest of it, but over the weekend against the two oppositions that we got, the very minimum we knew that we had to get was 4 points, and we've got that. We wanted 6, obviously we do. But so we're all right. We've got a result away from home. We backed it up with a great result today. and then we go down to the next game now and try and get a result in that, and then we just keep going.
I mean, every game's different, and you'll expect that, as you say, with Stevenage battling. Rest and recuperation, is that the most important thing in getting that mental side right?
Yeah, you need to make sure that it's been a long season, and now it's about me being able to judge where they're at and what they need, and what they need to be prepared best for the next game, both mentally and physically. Now that's the key now. We've got enough experience here within the coaching staff to know what they'll need and when we need to heat that hot tin roof and when we need to take it off a little bit. So we will we'll look at that, but it certainly deserve a rest mentally and physically now. They'll need one, because as I said, the mileage that they've clocked up in the last few days is incredible, and a lot of them had to go again, so they deserve that breather. But when we come in again during the week, we'll go again.
And a quick word about another younger player. You talk about mileage, and Leo Connors, I thought today, he covered every blade of grass and challenges in and doing the dirty jobs, I suppose, as well. But that's just so important, isn't it, if you're going to be a successful side?
Well, there's another one. We speak about it all the time. I know the expectations here are there. That's two young fledglings in the midfield, Warrington and O'Connor. This is their first probably serious tilt at this type of environment, playing football in. So sometimes we do well to remember that. But they're doing brilliantly well, doing superb. They're very calm about it. We have to keep them calm, keep them focused on the jobs that they need to do well, and that's what they've been doing. And yet, both of them in the other day I thought were fabulous. I thought they were brilliant. The energy they showed. They're both the way they play, the way they play, the maturity that they show is way beyond their years and what they are experience-wise. And then to be able to do that at a club that's so demanding as Tranmere is great for their development, that you can see that they're able to do that. So no, I'm really pleased with them all. Two centre backs were brilliant. Joe's great in there, and then you look and you're backed by all the lads who didn't play today. So it's a very all-in type of performance. The crowd was fabulous today. They knew that we needed them, but they were brilliant today. They're so experienced at knowing this time of the season, because they've been blessed with good seasons over the last, 5 or 6 or whatever it is now, that we're always at this end of the table, more or less, and they understand what's required now, and they played their part massively today, and they can count themselves a big part of how we got that result. And
you've had a couple of setbacks recently with refereeing decisions, home games and all the rest of it. I mean, you've had to sort of dig through that, but the mood today, is that's the win, guys. We go to the next game. If we all stick together, this is still on.
Absolutely. I was coming off the pitch at Bradford, and one of the fans shouted, "That's the season over, Micky. It's the season over, Micky." And I thought, wow, I mean, come on, stick with us, all of us. We know there'll be ups and downs, but let's keep our feet on the floor and keep fighting hard, and understand that the players will as well, and we will. But I hope that the fella that recognises that himself for saying mad stuff like that. We will keep fighting. We're still in this. We will keep battling, and we'll give it all we've got. And we'll just keep going, and I'm very calm about it. I mean, I'm kind of, please don't think that I've got the hump with the guy who shouted the things. I'm actually just thinking, come on, man, you know me better than that, and you know my team's better than that. These ain't throwing nothing in. These will keep going right to the very end. We'll enjoy our victory tonight, and we'll keep going. That's what Tranmere deserves, and we'll keep doing that.
Not an Easter chocolate bunny tonight, but a nice glass of red wine, maybe.
Nice glass of red, yeah. We'll enjoy that. Cheers.